Magpies by 22 points as centre bounce vitally important in Big Tunbridge. Kicks it out to the pocket. Jamie Lawson at the back, thumps it to ground. Gaffer to the half-back line, and he found his teammate there who started on interchange. That's Terry Hecker. The short one to Tony Shaw, centre of the ground. First couple of goals vitally important, and that was a very, very soft 50 metres against Paul Kelly.
First one all day, isn't it?
Well, you've just got to criticise that decision. That goes on all day, every match, and never penalised. Now, the short one is on. Watson up in front. Couldn't quite take the mark. Chance for Kepler to try and get it out. The dangerous Dacos. What can he do? He runs to the boundary line, hooks it back, and slams it through for a great goal. So Peter Dacos has kicked 3, and the Magpies 13-12 lead Sydney Swans 8-14. What a goal, Jerry.
Yes, well, the sign said it all. Dacos magic. You see Kepler trying to mongrel a kick out of there, but here he comes, the swooper. Peter Dacos keeps the ball low underneath the wind with the protection of the grandstand, and he's kicked many, many similar goals here at Victoria Park.
Well, if you saw Peter Dacos kick that one first time you'd seen him play, it's a fluke, but he's done it hundreds of times. Lawson grabbed when he didn't have it and will take the free kick. Well, that was a cruel blow for the Sydney Swans, that goal by Dacos in the first minute of the last quarter. Kicked by Lawson, Strooper held out of it. At the back, Lewis. His hand pass is blocked by Gaffer. Mitchell goes through the pack. Out of the air by Pert. 1-on-1, Doolan and Wright. Hecker to Wright. Oh, that was great play. Wright went to ground, then peeled off. A dive by Strooper. Frustrates Dacos. But the Magicians got it again. Starcevic. Craig Starcevic, high to half forward. Francisco wrestled, and over the top of him, the mark taken by Carroll.
Dennis Carroll at half-back. To the half-forward line. Brunton was caught behind, thumped it out towards Higgins. It sits for him. Now he'll try and get onto the left foot here. The short lead is on. Nettlebeck in front. Now a chance for Lewis. Lewis trying to get onto his right foot. Oh, that was nearly a throw. On it goes to Brunton. Neil Brunton on the left foot into goal and hits the post. So the Swans battling away.
Poor play from Brunton there. He did everything right, but he had two players, one being David Murphy, running along laterally. Would have run into an open goal.
Gaffer from the back pocket. Wright. What a battle Doolan and Wright have had on their wing. Graham Wright up towards the centre wing. Kelly up the ground now. Shrugs off an opponent. A heavy shrug, you could say. The hand pass away to Lehman. Has been very quiet, Troy Lehman. Centering pass. Watson. Thripp got it away from him. Francisco. Ball held in. The umpire will ball it up. Collingwood have led at every change by 13 points, 27 and 22. But the Swans have taken it right up to them all day.
Yes, but on the scoreboard, the Magpies well in front, and that's where it counts. It's tapped on to Kelly. Oh, this could be dangerous. It's at half forward for Collingwood. The loose ball with Craig Starcevic. He swings onto the right foot. Now, was that touched off the boot? Kepler back. Oh, he's dropped the sitter. He goes and gets it again, Kepler. That is poor play. That was out in the full, that.
Dead set.
That was out by about 3 feet.
Well out.
Oh, right in front of the Collingwood Social Club. They'll bring that stand down as it's tapped back beautifully by Tunbridge to Kelly. We pounded up by mate. A shocking error there. There's Gary Pert. Oh, they've lost it. They've kicked away by Bays. Number 20 is Woods. Back to Pert. Two former Fitzroy players combining. Starcevic to Russell. That was a terrific hand pass to Tony Shaw. Shaw out in front of Watson, and out comes the youngster. A good lead. He marks 50 metres from goal.
So by the time this boy finishes his career, his name Watson might be as big as Tim Watson's name. An 18-year-old playing his second game of football. Looks the goods. Not a great kick, but it's the attacking side. And yes, the ball out of play.
One thing about Shane Watson is he just hasn't got a great deal of control when he lets the ball go when he kicks for goal. He must tighten up in that area of his game, and he'll be much steadier, particularly on windy days like today when the ball can blow from hand to boot.
Craig Kelly, great play from the ruck. Watson caught behind, and Dennis Carroll gets back to take the chest mark. Swans were belted by 99 points in the corresponding game here last year. Different story today. Great kick by Carroll to McKenzie.
Yes, there was a great kick, and good effort by McKenzie to make that space, because he didn't really have an option. There's Dale Lewis soccering it off the ground. Pert. Hayes looks as though he's run out a little bit of puff. As Pert beautifully gets it to Starcevic. The short one is on. Centre of the ground is McGuan, who kicked 5 goals last week. Into half forward. Morwood props. Can't take the mark. And it's tapped to the line. Oh, no, wait on. Dacos has got it. But no, now it's over.
Oh, they reckon it was in. And it's the same boundary umpire.
They don't like that boundary umpire, do they?
Yes, well, he was out on that occasion.
Here's Mitchell at half-back for the Swans. Backwards he goes to Higgins. Unloads with the left boot. Charging out at Lewis. Losing ground. Hasn't quite got possession yet. Lost 20 metres. Comes Collingwood's way. Richardson buried. No whistle for that. Doolan for the Swans. Hurriedly boot the ball. Up to full forward. Strooper. Woods. He overruns it. At the back of him, Strooper. Lawson got a toe to the ball. Here's Doolan. Right, his opponent beats him. Graham Wright up to centre wing. Williams, who was an emergency, replaced Tony Francis in the selected side. A great kick to Dacos.
Yes, well, Collingwood's getting well on top now, and I think in a close game like this in the heat, if you can get the break, well, then the side that's a little bit down on the scoreboard can fall right away. We may see Magpies winning by a big margin in the finish.
Going for number 4, Peter Dacos. Look at that.
Pies now. Someone has encroached into the centre, so it's a Swans player. So it will be a kick to Starcevic, and that's an unforgivable sin. And coaches must hate that one, Gerard.
Oh, it's terrible.
It's an easy gimme out of the centre, which kick goes 50 metres to the opposite end. A big punch away. This is McGovern. Should go to the line, and does. And a few ironical cheers for the boundary umpire, Drew.
The Sydney Swans must really fight this game out. There would be a tendency for players to drop their heads, who have performed relatively well all day. But in the heat, there is a tendency to just put the work rate down a bit. Must get a couple more goals on the board.
Oh, a dangerous kick by Kelly, but he's found Barry Mitchell on the Higgins, who's done much better since being moved up onto the ball. Here's Bayes. Oh, shocking handball error. Bayes again. Now he should kick this 60 metres. He brings it into the pocket. Lewis, name written all over that one, has marked about 35 metres from goal. Slight angle.
Well, that was excellent play by Mark Bayes. The second time, very poor handball, but he recovered well. Lewis made position and he floated the ball perfectly to him. Dale Lewis, 11 possessions. He's been in and out of the game a little bit. That's the nature of the half-forward flank, I guess, but needs to kick a couple of goals.
Dale Lewis kicks it out left, and it stays out left. And they need goals, and they need them quickly. The Swans 8-16 to the Magpies 14-12. And Alan Richardson no, it's not, it's Gary Pert to bring it to Alan Richardson.
And back to Pert. In his new colours, second game for Collingwood after 9 seasons with Fitzroy. Diving mark by Williams. Gee, I tell you what, he'll be in the 20 next week. He was 21st today. Sensational game since he came on halfway through the second quarter. McKenzie for the Swans goes back. McGovern comes wide. Kelly, centering kick. Mitchell, awkward half volley for Barry Mitchell. Oh, over the top. Yes, it was a poor free kick by Hecker.
Barry Mitchell was quite lucky there that he hasn't got a more serious injury, because he copped a head-high knee from Hecker. Here we see Mitchell going down to take the half volley. Hecker comes in and very crudely allows his knee to hit Barry Mitchell in the head. We see Mitchell there with a guard over his elbow.
Kick by Mitchell. Tunbridge, spoiled by Starcevic. Chance for Murphy. It's very high and offline, out of bounds.
could have done better with that one, David Murphy. Had plenty of time. I don't like players that bend the ball round. Some do it extremely well, like Daicos, but he had enough time to straighten up and kick a deliberate shot at goal.
Francisca are pushing the back, I feel, on Dennis Carroll. And it's a kick to Carroll. There's no one back in the goal square for the Swans, so he had to go short to Bay. Still no one back there. This is where they fall down, the Swans. Now Strupper goes back, but he's got 2 to beat. And in the meantime, Dale Lewis has come across the front and taken a good strong mark. Now he's on the opposite side of the ground, actually the more difficult side to when the north wind is blowing.
Well, you know about kicking goals at this ground better than anybody, Peter. And we see here Dale Lewis, when he moves around, providing that option, a dynamic player, it's far better value for the Swans.
Well, at least he's a left footer. He's on the right side of the ground for a left footer. He swings it back and right through the middle. So Dale Lewis has kicked 2.